In 2014, an article was published by a former Marquette resident and anti-Semitist, calling out specific prominent individuals in the community of Jewish descent.
There was an article written and published online about why Jews needed to die, and I was listed as a prominent Jew in Marquette that needed to die.
Various other individuals were listed in this article, such as a Northern Michigan University professor, NMU students, and other business owners.
I guess I met it with kind of fascination and curiosity. You know, growing up, I never was practicing, but half of my family is Jewish, and I was always very cognizant of the Holocaust and anti-Semitism, but it really wasn't anything that I had ever experienced directly.
Listed on the site was Jason Schneider's full background, along with something else.
And an explanation of, as he called it, a crypto Jew, somebody who fits into normal life and is seemingly white and American, but not really, with an ulterior motive.
Although the author of the article now lives in the South, Schneider came across him frequently during his time in the UP.
He was also a customer of mine. When I first graduated from Northern Michigan University, I opened a coffee house in town called Emma Joe's Coffee House, and there was a lot of live music. We were there for about 4 years, and he was a regular.
With the article being published around 3 years ago, the community continues to be astonished that anti-Semitism occurs everywhere, even here in the UP.
We see the national news, and we just assume, well, we're in Marquette, it's not really here. No, it's really everywhere. Hopefully something like this reminds people that everybody gets affected by this.
Since the Charlottesville protests, state representatives have been addressing hate groups in the country.
We are a country not of hate. We have fought hate historically in our country, and my parents and my uncles were all in World War II, and they fought fascism, Nazism. There's no place for hate in our country. There is no place in our country for people who don't treat others with dignity and respect.
So what can you do to make an impact in the community and prevent the spread of hate?
The issue with hate groups like this is they want the attention, and when it's a website, you can see how many clicks you're getting from different areas. And so with the resurgence of this, makes everybody really curious, and everybody goes to the website to read it, to look at the train wreck. And what that does is that shows 600, 1,000, 2,000 views, and it makes them feel like they have power and authority.
The author of the article has since been watched and monitored by authorities who believe he is not an imminent threat.
To me, it's hurtful, but I can't compare my experience to an African American's experience in the U.S. or Hispanic American's experience in the U.S. My one threat of somebody writing this in a paper from the South just doesn't compare. But it does make me think very heavily about the hate that exists in our country, how much it's a block for all of us to be able to move forward.
Melanie Palmer reporting for ABC 10 and CW5 in Marquette.